guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that might completely change the way you see your photos, your videos, and maybe even your memories. Imagine this for a moment. You open a picture you haven't looked at in years, and all you can think is how much time has erased. The blur, the fading, the small details you were sure would be there forever, gone. Or maybe it's not an old picture at all. Maybe it's a shot you took last week, a moment that should have been perfect if only your camera had cooperated. Too dark, too messy, too shaky, too ruined. But what if none of that meant the moment was lost? What if all those flawed photos and imperfect videos weren't dead ends, but raw material waiting to be rebuilt? That's where AIEnhancer comes in, and I want to show you what makes it feel less like a tool and more like a second chance. When you open AIEnhancer, it greets you with simplicity. No cluttered menus, no lists of tools fighting for your attention, just a place to upload whatever you want to fix. And that's the part that catches you off guard. Because behind that simplicity is something surprisingly sophisticated. Once your image goes in, multiple AI models start analyzing it at the same time. They look for blur patterns, identify lost texture, detect noise hidden in the shadows, and decode the color damage left by age or bad lighting. It doesn't ask you what went wrong, it knows. And then, almost without warning, the photo returns. Clearer, brighter, more alive. The difference is often so dramatic that you wonder how it pulled information out of a file that looked like it barely had anything left. You start noticing details that weren't visible before. The lines in a smile, the texture of hair, the shape of a distant shadow. It feels as if the photo wasn't edited, but rediscovered. Old photographs are where the transformation becomes emotional. Those faded family pictures scanned from yellowed albums, scarred with creases and dust. Suddenly, they look like they were taken yesterday. Faces appear with warmth again. Colors return with softness instead of harsh digital guessing. The past stops feeling distant, and suddenly it's right in front of you again. But not all broken photos are old. Modern images fail too. A low light shot where the camera struggled, a portrait taken in a hurry, a product photo that should have been sharp but came out grainy. AIEnhancer takes all of that and restores what the camera missed. It strengthens edges, clears motion blur, reduces noise, and rebuilds depth. And what's wild is that you don't need to adjust anything. No sliders, no technical learning curve, no trial and error. It just works. Now let's look at one of the most striking things it can do. Here's a photo with an obvious watermark printed right across it. It completely distracts from the moment. I upload it to AIEnhancer, and within seconds the watermark disappears. Not blurred out, not covered with a messy patch, but completely removed. The background is reconstructed cleanly, the lighting stays consistent, and the image looks untouched, as if nothing ever covered it. If you didn't see the before version, you'd never know anything was edited. And yes, the same applies to video. Here's a clip with a watermark stamped directly onto the moving image. I upload it, wait for the process to run, and frame by frame, the system rebuilds the background while preserving motion. When you play the final video, there's no flicker, no ghosting, no weird patches where the watermark used to be. It's smooth, clean, seamless, like the mark was never there. And the wildest part? All of this happens online. No software to install, no heavy setup, no accounts. Just drag, drop, and watch the impossible happen in real time. Something that used to require a trained editor now requires nothing more than a couple of seconds and a stable internet connection. So, is AIEnhancer worth trying? Absolutely. It's fast, it's intuitive, and it feels almost unfair how much it can fix with so little effort from you. Restore an old memory, clean up a badly timed shot, remove a distracting watermark, fix a video you thought you could never use. You'll understand why people say tools like this aren't just convenient, they're transformative. And that brings me to the question I'll leave you with. If AIEnhancer can already revive moments we thought were lost forever, what else might it be able to bring back once we give it something even more challenging? Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.